Hi everyone, welcome back to CunningCents. Today I'm going to talk about looking into some new projects and trying to see if they're worth investing in or how to go about it. At least what I do. I'm not saying this is what you should do. That's just me personally. Kind of hit or miss. Everybody thinks they have the right way. I haven't made $1 million or anything on crypto, but I haven't lost a lot of money either. Mostly that's because of Raptorium, but all in all, I don't feel like I've invested in a lot of crummy projects. Some of them have a future, some of them should have done something but didn't, but that's just where we're at now. So, let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into it. So, there's some telegrams and discords and Reddit pages and all kinds of different places you can find out about new projects. But what I like to do that seems to work, at least for the ones I've looked into, is just go to the CoinGecko recently added page. Now, some of these are going to end up being rug pulls and they're just trash or people trying to get something out quick and hope people invest in it. I'm not here to say what's what. I don't know what's a scam. I've pulled up a few here and then an in depth analysis. I'll show you what I go through anyway for one of them. But like Planet Inu is on here. It released like 4 hours ago, and apparently it's up 31%. Personally, if you look through their page here, just gives you an option to buy. Doesn't really talk about a whole lot else. Some rewards and 2% transactions, but that's been popular ever since SafeMoon exploded. It doesn't really offer a whole lot. I mean, of course, it's rug proof, right? But ultimately, it's not something that I would put any money into. Why can't I see tokens on my wallet? But no, this isn't something I specifically would get into. You can look in more in depth, but I mean, from project to project, if I was guessing, this is just trying to bank in on the, Inu and try to make it big. I could be completely wrong, and this could be worth $4 in a month, but I personally wouldn't put anything in it. I haven't really looked a lot into Rooster Battle. I've got the page NFT cockfighting game. That at least sounds interesting. Testnet's open for those who have 4,000 rice. See, that's something that's at least semi-interesting. The webpage looks good. I would look more into this and check YouTube and see if there's any other information. A quick YouTube search, the only place you can really find any gameplay is on the official Rooster Battle site. So the webpage looks good. I don't personally know if it's something I would put money into. If you get in now, maybe it turns out well. I put in money in it's a game called Dixie off of this, and I had an airdrop and everything, and I might talk about that if I think it goes anywhere, but I don't know. Rooster Battle just doesn't interest me. At 41 cents, I mean, it might be worth it, but it may end up just plummeting. Ascension Arcade's another one. They're on a lot. It's easy to come up with some scams on. It just tells you how to buy and tokenomics. Doesn't really mention a whole lot else. Vival and Revival is one specifically that I looked into. And that's what I did a deeper dive on that I'll talk about. So it looks like Vival and Revival are two similar coins. Let's see if we can pull up Revival. It's 2000, in the 2000s anyway. But it looks like they're a linked pair. This one is the main coin, and this one is like a DeFi. So I'll get it to pop back up here. But when the page loads, well, I was getting an alert saying that the Webull token had been exploited. And they managed to save a bunch of the investment, but you couldn't do anything with it, which is a little suspicious straight out the gate. But this has a large number of followers. Followers. I mean, it's got 3,000, 3,500, depending on where you look. So, I mean, it at least seems like it's something that might be interesting or worth putting some money in. Not breaking the bank or anything. But as I look further into it, their Reddit page has only got 294 members, which I know I joined Raptorium and it didn't have anything there. But there is mentioned the exploit. And one of the things I thought was strange, if I can find it. There. It says anyone checked out the devs. Just this random phase factor guy claims to be a dev. He's on a bunch of stuff talking about revival. But outside of that, I mean, it's just him saying he's a dev. Nobody on this page. If you look at the webpage does look good. It's got the little intro video and then the team here. And the team all have professional pictures, which is good. I did use 10i on every single one of them, which 10i is a reverse image lookup you can find. Pictures from everywhere. That's posted online, so it's a good way to find if it's a stock image somewhere or whatever, but it doesn't appear to be. None of them that I looked up, albeit Lee Cummins and Santiago Madrid, both came up with over 100 people, but I was able to find in LinkedIn the specific page for Joe Drescher and Brandon Gee, but I'll get into that in a minute. But the Reddit page doesn't give me any real information or hope. The light paper is only 5 pages long, which, I don't know, it pretty much just regurgitates the information on the web page. Which, I mean, I guess is what you want, but I would expect to see a little bit more. There's tonight. I did join the Telegram. It's got 3,000 members, but it doesn't really, again, give a lot of information. Same thing with the Discord. I've been reading through the Discord for a bit here, trying to see if this is a project I want to get into. They mention joining them and following them on social media, but it has 7 posts. Again, it says they got exploited today, but I don't know. I watched some of the YouTube videos I could find as well. There's not a lot of information about revival specifically. Some people saying that it's gonna moon and everything, but you can pretty much find that for anything. Here's Brandon Gee's LinkedIn page. Again, no picture. Says he works for Revival Crypto. He's been a manager there since September. But outside of that, he was a bartender. And that's pretty much all the information available on his LinkedIn page. Joe Drescher's is even stranger. Says he's a founder at Revival Crypto. But then when you read all of this, it's about his job building bicycle frames. So that doesn't really sound like the founder of a crypto here. I don't know. All in all, you can't really find any information on it. The website or the YouTube videos I watched go through all of the, apparently somewhere in the website, if it loads correctly, you can find how much BNB has been paid back. I haven't gone through all the BSC scans, but that would have been my next step if I was still interested after I look into the people and everything else. Personally, I'm not. I don't feel like that's a project I will want to get behind. Again, I'm not saying revival or revival are a bad coin. I just can't seem to find any information on it, and that pretty much turns me off it. If I could find interviews or anything, even for Aptorium, you were able to find Big Piggy interviewing a couple years ago, but can't really find any interviews. They say they do AMAs in the Discord, but I probably won't stick around and wait for one. It's just I've got other places I could put my money that look like they might give me more of kind of what Revival's offering. I don't know. That's just my thought process on it. If I'm wrong and it's a great project, well, you can all make fun of me. If anybody has any more information they want to share with me, please let me know. Would love to. I love reading about different crypto projects. So if anybody has any more information or a video they want to link, let me know and I'll take a look at it. But as it stands, it's just one of those. That's just kind of what I do when I like to look for new coins or a new entry level opportunity. At once a week, maybe every other. I've got a couple hits and a couple big misses so far. Some of them just holding on for. Some of them I generally drop between $10 and $30 depending on how much liquid currency I have at the time. I try not to throw a lot in there, and then if the project keeps going and it looks better, I'll throw more at it. But like I said, I'm small time, so I don't have $1,000, $10,000 to throw around at Dice Inu and hope that it explodes. I'm using $30 and hoping I can turn 30 into 300, and maybe one day I'll be tossing around $1,000. But that day is not today. Well, just letting you all know basically what my thought process is whenever I'm looking or picking out some. I'll do some in-depth stuff on some of the ones I have bought or have picked just to kind of share why or what I'm excited about for the project, why I decided to put money into it. Some of them I just, drank a little bit too much bourbon. Others I did a bunch of reading on and actually, listened to hours worth of AMAs and decided it was a project I wanted to put my money in because I thought it could go somewhere and then put it in. But that's it. So if you all have any information about Revival or any other crypto you think is going to go somewhere, let me know, leave a comment. But if not, thanks for watching another CunningCents episode. Y'all have a great night.